When you're looking at problems like this one that ask you what 5 times as much as the sum of R and S is, this is a vocabulary problem more than it is a math problem. You need to understand the way it's being written and what all of the different words mean. Sum is what happens whenever you add things together, and 5 times means I'm probably going to be multiplying. So the first thing I need to figure out is what is the sum of R and S, and you can write that as R plus S. Then I need to figure out what is 5 times as much as that. So the answer is going to be 5 times R plus S, and it can be written a couple of different ways. So it's important to understand how it can be written and the different ways that a problem like this can work. So one way that we can write it is we can put the R plus S in parentheses and put the 5 next to it, or we can put the multiplication sign with the 5. And it doesn't matter if you have the 5 in front of the R and the S or the 5 after the R and the S. You'll have to look at the answers to see how they are put together. And in the case of this problem, what we're doing is we're using the parentheses so we can group the numbers together, because they are wanting 5 times as much as R plus S. Now, another way that this could possibly be written, depending on what they're doing with the problem, is they could take this 5 and they could multiply it out so that you end up with 5R plus 5S. So how do I know what the right answer is? I'm going to have to look at the possibilities that they give me, because they're not going to give you all 3 of these possibilities on one question for you to choose the best answer between them. Instead, they're only going to give you one of them. And this is also known as finding an equivalent expression, because all of these expressions mean the same thing, and they are all trying to tell us that 5 times as much as the sum of R and S is reflected here in these different problems.